On the verge of getting my real estate license. Is that what everyone does when their dreams are crushed?
So by now, I'm sure everyone is aware that OnlyFans plans to change what they're doing with their platform, cleaning it up. There will be no adult content, explicit content on the platform, I believe in October. So it's, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I had to post a video just because of the reaction of some of the women who are upset about this. And people have made jokes here and there, but I kind of wanted to delve into these two videos or reactions of these two women. And in the intro, you saw a little bit of the first woman who was actually in tears. Um, but here's the clip, and I'll do my reactions after.
In case you didn't know, OnlyFans just announced that it will be banning all adult content. Yes, OnlyFans is banning all adult sexual content from their website. Pictures, videos, everything. This is happening because the banks that OnlyFans work with, so for payments, for direct deposits, for all of those banking transactions between OnlyFans and their customers, the banks don't really agree with what OnlyFans' content is now. So they said that if they do not take care of it, then they will no longer have a relationship.
So this is the owner of OnlyFans, and some people may or may not have known that this is his face. This is what he looks like. He is a guy. He's a man. But long story short, banks refused service because of reputation. These banks didn't want to be associated with the explicit content.
All right. I really wanted to get into why this is such a big issue, especially for sex work and sex workers in general. This, plain and simple, is just another example of sex workers being used and capitalized on and then thrown out to dry whenever they're finished capitalizing on them.
Can you hear it yet? In her voice, in her explanation, the feminism, the patriarchy. Oh my God, that's the reason why. We've all been used and abused. I need to stand up and make a video and talk about the patriarchy and how men, or this specific man, has used all of us as women, thrown us out to dry. But I want to talk about something. A doctor. These are average salaries by state. I live in Maryland, and $115,000 looks pretty fair. That's a reputable job, it's a skill, a life skill. What you're doing isn't. But some of these women are making this kind of money, but they claim they're being used.
These men became millionaires because they launched a platform that was focused on sex work and promoting sex work to be hosted on it. Then they pushed really hard for referral links so they can get as many nude women on there as possible. And then they let promotions run wild of women talking to young teenage girls, telling them to sign up as soon as they turn 18 because they're going to make so much money, blah, blah, blah. And before y'all come for me, yes, I am holding OnlyFans accountable for that. And then as soon as these men became millionaires, they banned sex workers. Yet another example of how men routinely exploit and capitalize off of women.
So notice what she said. She mentioned referral links, and there was women talking about or promoting OnlyFans and referral links, not men. These are still women with free will. When it comes down to it, OnlyFans or the owner is not responsible for your well-being or your livelihood. She acts like, oh my gosh, they just pulled the rug out from under us. If you're a sex worker, then figure it out if that's who you are. But you mentioned 17-year-olds or women turning 18. Imagine you're a 17-year-old girl and you see a woman like the one in the video bragging about how much money she made. You're going to want to do it too as soon as you turn 18. So take some responsibility. But this next clip embodies everything as far as this whole situation is concerned. It shows a lot of entitlement. It's a big eye opener, and I actually feel kind of sorry for her, but not really. But yeah, no one in this life is owed anything. You have to earn it.
On the verge of getting my real estate license. Is that what everyone does when their dreams are crushed? I feel like that's like the only way out. I don't want to do that. Can you even picture me selling houses? And here's the kitchen. Here's the bathroom. Do you like it? Do you want to buy it? This is my entire job, is just doing that. And then there's other stuff that's boring. Sorry, no offense to you guys, but that sounds so boring.
Real tears from the thought of actually having to get a real job. This is insane, this culture that we're living in. All I can say is, men, just stop. I mean, if that's what you want, like, don't give these women money. Like, it's free. The internet exists. Like, why are you giving these women so much power, so much money? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just can't. If you're a sex worker, you don't like what I have to say, who cares? But imagine you're a guy that works hard and you end up dating one of these women. Now that's a criteria. I have to go on a date and wonder if you've been a sex worker or you have an OnlyFans. And this is madness. Imagine being a guy and you're out here saying to yourself, I want to find a wife and settle down. And you run into either one of those women. What does that woman, like, what is she going to do for you? Nothing. And then you have to live with the embarrassment. Oh yeah, I know her. Yeah, is that your girl? Yeah, I know her from OnlyFans. Or you have a kid that sees this later on. Think about this. Think about how this affects the dating market, the next generation of young girls who look up to these women, and how it affects you as a man. But with that being said, don't be a simp. Please like, follow, and subscribe for more.